All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all the praise, all the honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakwadash. And of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Salutations to all you sincere Akim that are preaching this word in all truth and sincerity. And that's pretty much the topic at hand is, sincerity. Because every one of us that has been called into this, all right, it's required of you that you're sincere. Okay? Those that are, proud, those that are unruly and just straight up wicked, all right, constantly falling into mischief, never correcting their ways, that don't care, all right, that don't mind the task at hand, which is to prophesy, which is to, do what's required of you, okay? And what's required of us is to worship and honor Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, in the fullness of our strength. And a lot of times we get weak in the faith. A lot of times we're catching hell, and this flesh likes to override the spirit. But as we get closer and closer to the end, all right, you got to put your body in subjection, man. All right, you have to, put this flesh down. All right, so this is Isaiah chapter 64 and verse 6. But we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousnesses are as filthy rags. And we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities, like the wind, have taken us away. Okay? So all of us are as an unclean thing. We all go off. We're all imperfect. Okay? The apostles and elders of Great Millstone, righteous, great, wise men, they themselves will tell you, okay, that we, have flaws, man, that we go off, that we're not perfect, that they're not perfect. And which is them showing sincerity and humiliation, being humble. Okay, those men are bro, those men are great men. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai bestowed this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding unto them to teach us. And those great men, they themselves will tell you they aren't perfect. Okay? When Yahweh Shai was on the earth, he said, look, why are you calling me good? There's only one good, and that's the Father. Okay? Because Yahweh Shai was in the flesh. Yahweh Shai had moments of where he got, weak. Okay? Now Yahweh Shai is good. He's perfect. All right? In a sense of being, all powerful under the Most High. Okay? But we, all right, like John said, okay, we are unworthy to loose the latch on his sandal, man. Okay? And we're, doing our best here. All right? But all of our, righteousnesses are as filthy rags. Because look, you could be 1 minute in the truth, and then 1 minute you could be gone forever, man. The next minute you could be out the truth, man. And it's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that opens the door and closes that door. That's why you have to be sincere and pray to them. All right, the elder Kazak out of Mississippi, his channel is Hasten is Coming, or Hasten is Coming. That brother, the elder, he posted a video about Chase Davis, okay, formerly a member of GMS Chicago, how that guy got zapped, and his mind is fucked off, man. Hey, those, them, the ITR, they were once, in the body, man. once part of the body. And the Lord cut them off. All right, but that dude Chase Davis, he got a shirt on with Satan on it, man. Smoking blunts, got tattoos on him. All right, the scripture says, man, that, you know, when the unclean spirit cometh out of a man, it roams through dry places seeking rest and says, look, I'm going to go back to where I came from. I'm going to go back into that man. And when that demon finds it clean swept, meaning the truth is no longer in you, it brings its homies, man. And it makes you it makes you worse off than when you were in the world, man, when you were first, before you knew Yahweh Shai. All right? It makes you a tenfold demon, man. Okay, that dude literally had a shirt on with Satan on it, man. The fucking demon on it, man. You know? This can happen. Okay? It says, and we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities like the wind have taken us away. The worst thing you can possibly do is lose hope and throw in the towel, man. Because look, the Lord, he doesn't have to smoke you right away. All right, the Lord could bug you out. You know, he could have your wife go commit adultery. Okay, take off with your children. He could put your children to death. Okay, he could have your family just totally outcast you, exile you. All right, the Lord can bug you out in your mind and turn you into a fucking rapist or something, man. Turn you into a straight monster, man. Have you locked up doing a life sentence, man. The Lord can literally bug you the fuck out. Okay? And this is not something to be proud about. You know, I'm not doing this in, you know, in any kind of vainglory, because this can happen to anybody, man. All right? You could be in the truth, on fire, and the next day be just a fucking monster, man. Get zapped. Okay? I got another one. This is Luke 17 and verse 7. But which of you, having a servant plowing or feeding cattle, will say unto him by and by, when he is come from the field, go and sit down to meat? And will not rather say unto him, make ready wherewith I may sup, and gird thyself, and serve me, till I have eaten and drunken, and afterward thou shalt eat and drink? Doth he thank that servant because he did the things that were commanded him? I trow not. So likewise ye, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded you, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do. Okay? So you being called into the faith, this is required of you. Okay? And you shouldn't feel like the Lord owes you anything, man. Because the Lord don't owe you a fucking thing, man. Okay? The Lord can kill your ass, man. All right? He could kill your ass while you're calling upon his name, man. This is very serious, man. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is to be feared, man. Okay? This is our reasonable service. Okay? This is what's commanded of us to do. This is our duty as being Israelite men. All right? The Israelite woman, all she has to do is, you know, be calmly, be, you know, respectful towards her husband. And a lot of you women out there, you ain't right. And the Lord gonna put a lot of you damn women to death. Okay? Especially you women that are with an Israelite man. Especially you women that think you're in the truth. Okay? But this is really to the men. All right? The tabernacle of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is with men. Okay? You serving the Lord is your duty. All right? Hey, the Lord, he rather you be on fire, hot, or cold. Meaning he'd rather you be in the truth sincerely, in faith, all right, or out in the world, man. Okay? He doesn't like lukewarm. All right? And only you know what lukewarm is, man. You know, you got a conscience, which is how your spirit communicates with you. And you should know, being able to examine yourself, okay, not being a reprobate, knowing you know, when you're being lukewarm. And it's never too late, all right, until it's too late. And you won't even know when it's too late. Okay, those guys that went back into the world, those guys rocking demon shirts, that fucking nigga Mike Venus, okay, all tripped out, getting tattoos, talking about the scripture don't condemn getting tattoos. Yeah, it does. Okay, bugging the fuck out. All right, you got them other dudes eating fucking abominations, celebrating Thanksgiving, talking about it's Thanksgiving to Yahweh Shai. The Lord gonna smoke all them, man. Okay, but the Lord can do that. He can give you over unto a reprobate spirit, man. That's why we need to be sincere, take heed, and remember the first works, lest he come and take away your candlestick, man. Remove your candlestick from its place. Okay? Hey, when the Lord bugs somebody out, puts a demon on them, they don't even know. They you know, you've been hijacked. That's no longer you. Your spirit is just engulfed in demons, man. Nobody can tell you nothing. Okay? And then you start doing reprobate shit. There was that guy that fucking, he was molesting children, man. Rape, he committed adultery. You know? The Lord dropped him from you know, stories, buildings. Okay, then next thing you know, he started molesting children. All right? Then the Lord put his ass in prison. Okay? This is very serious, man. And I'm doing this, you know, in admonition of the body, you know. Whoever, you know, watches this video, it's not to beat nobody down. It's to, you know, admonish. Because we all go through things, okay? But we must remember Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, and, you know, this duty of ours, man. Okay? Nobody's perfect. All right? But as the scripture says, you know, a righteous man falls 7 times, but he gets back up. Okay? So with that, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Harakakwadash. And of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Till next time, Shalom.